Hello and welcome to my playthrough of The Vanishing of Ethan Carter. The Vanishing of Ethan Carter is a game that was developed and published by the Astronauts. It was originally released in September 2014, but about a year later they released an updated version that had been ported over to Unreal Engine 4, whereas the original game had been developed in Unreal Engine 3. That is the version that we are going to play today, and it is called The Vanishing of Ethan Carter Redux. The reasons I chose to play the Redux version of the game are being in a newer version of Unreal Engine, it should theoretically run better and look better. There were some complaints about the way that the original game handled saves, and that they've been addressed in the Redux version of the game. And also, the original version of the game does not properly support the ultrawide screen format. When I purchased this game on Steam, I got both versions of it for one price, and I've tried both of them. I just wanted to see how they compared, and I discovered that the first version of the game, while you can select the ultrawide format, the resolution, 3440 by 1440, which is what my monitor is, it doesn't actually run at that resolution. It letterboxes it on the side, so it is effectively running at whatever the standard 1440p resolution is, like 25 something by 1440. I can't remember what the actual number is. Whereas the Redux version of the game, as you can see, properly supports the ultrawide format. And that is what we are going to be playing. So thank you in advance for watching. And let us go ahead and play The Vanishing of Ethan Carter. It says continue because I just tried it out, but I'm going to start a new game. Yes, let's overwrite previous progress. The game is a narrative experience that does not hold your hand. Okay.
Ethan Carter, I didn't know. But he knew who I was. When the police won't help you and the priests don't believe you, you call on Paul Prospero. You call on me. If you're a kid like Ethan, you're right. Plenty do. Ethan's letter started out just like any other fan mail. But soon there were mentions of things no little boy should know about. There are places that exist that very few people can see. Ethan could have drawn a map. I hadn't entered Red Creek Valley yet, but already I could feel its darkness reaching out for me. Finding Ethan Carter wasn't going to be as easy as knocking on his door. I was too late for that. To find Ethan, I had to figure out what this place was trying to hide from me.
Okay, well, it appears that we are playing as a character named Paul Prospero. Everything looks like it's running a little janky, so I'm going to go ahead and try turning down the game options here really quick. So I was running it at Ultra, so let's go ahead and set it to high and see if that makes a difference. Yeah, that's much better. Okay. Much smoother, and it still looks really good. I was hoping that I'd be able to play it on Ultra, but even my machine, is relatively beefy as it is, apparently was struggling a bit with that. So we've come out of this tunnel here. Now I actually, when I first tried this out, I went through to the other end of the tunnel. And if you do that, when you're about halfway down the tunnel, it basically stealthily, secretly flips you 180 degrees, so you think you're going out the other end of the tunnel, but you actually end up right back here. And you actually get an achievement for that called the tunnel. So I'm not going to do that, but if you play the game, you can try it yourself. So we can move along, standard controls, shift makes you run. Let's go ahead and take a little bit of time to admire the scenery here. So this version of the game came out in 2015, so it's about 4.5 years old or thereabouts. Okay, it looks like you can't go this way, or maybe you can, I don't know. Can I go this way? Yeah, I can go this way. Can I go off into the woods here? Sure. Anything off over here? I wonder how much this game rewards exploration. Do not enter, bridge closed. Well, I am going to enter.
Red Creek Valley. Seemed like a quiet, ordinary place. I've learned two things in my life. No place is truly quiet, and nowhere is really ordinary. Ethan warned me about that. Warned me not to be fooled by what I saw here. He didn't need to worry. I'd worked dozens of cases, hundreds. This would be my last one. Already I knew that.
Am I supposed to go across the bridge here? Can I go here? No, I'm blocked out. Can I go over here? I'm going to try to see if I can't actually waste myself. Nope, can't go that way. Interesting, so... Alright, well, it says the game does not hold your hand, which means that it's probably not necessarily guiding me in any one particular direction. So I am going to explore around here to see if there's anything that I can find. Okay, well, I've reached the edge there. Whoa. Okay, that that actually jump scared me. Sense, hold. Okay, I'm holding, but I can't actually do anything. Trap. Okay. When I am holding, I don't have the ability to control anything, so I don't know, does it look like there are bones there? It looks like there's bones there. Like maybe this trap was effective in the past and tagged a couple people? That gave me a bit of... Okay. Clearly something's going on here. Somebody set traps. Okay, nothing over here. Another trap. So what's happening here is the more of these that I find, the more the picture is being filled in. So this is one of those situations where clearly exploration is rewarded. Something here. These rocks. Ah, I saw that one before it went off. So, as I was saying before, I'm obviously playing a character named Paul Prospero. It's another trap. And I get the impression that I'm some kind of a personality. Ah, okay. So I've completed the scene. So now I'm exploring this, and it's clear that there are a lot of skeletons on the ground. Okay, so I'm back over here. Okay, so this is about where I found the first trap. There's a field of skeletons here. So something happened here. Read. Rotate, zoom, text. Sap. An old man came to the forest every day to drink sap from the trees. To get there, the old man had to step around many dangerous traps. The villagers believed this old man had hidden a jade amulet in the forest, but the old man wanted the villagers to believe this, because then they would search the forest for treasure and not drink his sap. One cool fall night, someone set fire to the forest, and the fire spread to the village. The old man escaped the fire by covering himself in sap. When he returned to the village, he found all the villagers' bones. The old man sat down and cried. Then he found more sap to drink. Okay.
Ethan, I told you, you can't be here.
But Gramp, I wrote something for you.
That's real nice. Thank you. Just leave it. I'll read it later.
Okay, so Ethan has a grandfather. Achievement, sap. Okay. Ah. Okay, and now I'm no longer where all the bones are. One dead in house fire. Bayfield County. Fire damage to historic home in Red Creek Valley Wednesday morning. According to officials from the Bayfield County Fire Department, a family of 6 was asleep when the blaze broke out at the remote house once owned by Albert Vandergriff by the Ogden Lake in Red Creek Valley. Gail Carter, 58, was pronounced dead at the scene. Remaining family members were able to escape. Carter's husband, Edwin, 62, told investigators he may have fallen asleep with a lit cigarette in his hand. Firefighters were dispatched to the scene at 1:22 a.m. and remained at the scene, blah, 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 around 5 a.m. Wednesday, they returned to the property, and the rest is burned, and I'm not going to try to read the rest. So, okay. So, Ethan's grandfather is Ed, and I'm assuming that that was the Ed referred to here as Edwin, and his wife, Gail, presumably Ethan's grandmother, perished in the fire. Are these traps still here? So these are things I was led to these. Okay, yeah, you see, it looks like they're not here anymore. So these might have been things sort of out of the past, if you will. Things that, yeah, they're not, none of the stuff is here anymore. Okay, so I saw this, yeah, when I came up here. So let's go down here. Anything up here? Nope. Okay, this just takes me around and back to here. Okay. And then this is what I saw before. Alright. I think we are done here. It's time to go across the bridge. Sorry if the mouse movements are a little janky. That's just the way that the mouse seems to be controlling it. So here we have a lake. This is the Ogden Lake, I guess. There's a dam there, so it's an artificial lake. Oh, that's pretty with the sun. I'm not supposed to go across the bridge, but it's the only way we can get to where we're going. So this is where we're going. There's a train or some kind of vehicle on the tracks here. Let's take a look at it. Oh, music. Oh, hello. That hit something. Blood. Animal? Human? We don't know. Accident? Murder? Crankshaft. Oh, okay. Fresh scratches recently used. Crank, 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 crank. Crankety, crankety, crank. But what was it used on? So it's basic. Well, let's go on board this thing and see what it is. It's pretty badly damaged. Well, that doesn't appear to be working. Well, I can't turn it off because it's not on. So, not a whole lot I can do here right now. So the crankshaft in the front is basically I mean, I'm guessing this thing has an engine in it, right? So somewhere up in here, there's a motor. Probably inside there. Oh, I would say that it could be electric. Is this... No, this isn't electric rails, but... Maybe it's battery powered? I don't know. I don't know if this has an engine in it or not, but I would say that there is an engine there. And that the crankshaft, you can attach something to it. So you can use that to drive a piece of equipment, for example, like maybe if you had a snowplow to clear snow off the tracks, for example. A snowblower, you could drive the snowblower with that. Anything over here? Nothing over here, except these posts of some kind, concrete posts. So I don't know how thorough I need to be when exploring this. Oh, what's this? There's a rope here. Cut ties, untied. Tied. No blood. Rope. So there's a rope here. Was the idea that maybe somebody was tied to the tracks? Oh, this old melodrama, that old melodramatic trope. Oh. Something got hit here. Rest of the corpse. Blood trail. Victim dragged away, crawled away. Well, that's clearly... Those are clearly human legs. Anything over here? No? Alright, well, let's follow this then. It's possible. Oh, wow, okay, so here's what's left of the person. Blood from legs, blood from unknown. Fractured skull. Cause of death, blood loss, head trauma. Well, I'll tell you right now. Okay. It appears to be showing me a small portion, but not yet. Death scene. Disturbed by third party, eroded by time. Touch. Okay, well, I don't get to see any more than that, but I'll tell you. You would die fairly quick from blood loss if both of your legs were severed. And you weren't able to stop the blood loss with a tourniquet. Something tells me to go down here, so I'm going to go down here. Something down here by the water. Yes, there is. It appears to be a wrench or crank of some kind. Well, I know what that is. That is... Okay, I figured out what that crankshaft... It's not a power takeoff, it's for starting. This is the thing that starts the engine in that... Well, that train engine. Come over here and see if there's anything over here. I'm glad you can run in this game, unlike Everybody's Gone to the Rapture. Unless you could run in that game, and I just never figured out how. But I played through that whole game at a walking pace, and it was pretty slow. Okay, so I'm going to come back up here, and I'm going to see if I can't put this thing on the front end of this thing and start it up. Fix. Spin crank. tap rapidly. And it starts. So it sounds like a relatively small engine. Hey, I can go forward and back. What happens if I keep going here? Will I come to a stop? Will I crash through? Nope, I will just stop. Wonder how far back I can go. Well, the nice thing is I can turn around and see. Well, I'm going to guess that this will be potentially the solution to a puzzle. Might as well ride this for a while, see where it takes me. I run over where that guy got run over. Okay, I guess I'm going to stop up here because I think this is as far as I'm going to be able to go. Indeed. Alright. Shut the engine down, exit. And I think this is a good place to stop this session, so I will do that, and we will pick it up in the next one.